Sonia Piles knows all too well the feeling of being behind prison bars. She says the path that took her down that road started in her childhood after witnessing and experiencing abuse.
By age 13, I began experimenting with drugs and alcohol. By age 19, I was in full-blown addiction, which led me to incarceration.
Sonia tells me by 24, she was sent to prison for a non-violent drug offense. Sonia says when she got out, she was stuck in a cycle of addiction. She was arrested a few more times over the years before her final arrest in 2013. She was facing 6 to 20 years for stealing from a store because of repeat offender enhancements. She got out on parole after 3 years and has since turned her life around. Now the project coordinator for Tulsa Lawyers for Children, she also mentors women getting out of prison. She tells me because of her experience, she wants to be an advocate for State Question 805 to help others in situations like she was in.
Once we're provided resources and once we are able to receive therapy and some sort of treatment, we will choose to do the right thing over and over again.
But there are several groups fighting to keep State Question 805 from happening. Angela Marcy is the head of the Oklahoma District Attorneys Association, and she's been a prosecutor for more than 20 years, serving 5 western Oklahoma counties. She tells me 805 would make things worse for crime victims.
I've got a case right now where the offender was sentenced in 2017 to 10 years in prison. He's already out walking the streets. And if he were to reoffend, his prior felony conviction for sexual abuse on a vulnerable adult would not be able to be used to enhance the punishment.
Angela tells me the state question is problematic because of what's considered a non-violent crime in Oklahoma.
There are multiple felony domestic violence crimes that are not considered legally violent in the state of Oklahoma. Domestic violence by strangulation has a maximum penalty of 3 years for a first-time offense. And so if State Question 805 were to pass, then the maximum punishment, a domestic violence repeat offender, it would be capped at only 3 years.
The definition of violent crime is not set by this law, it's set by the legislature. Chris Steele is one of the leaders behind criminal justice reform efforts in Oklahoma. He says 805 is not a get out of jail free card, and people convicted of a non-violent crime could still be sentenced to the maximum time.
Prosecutors in Oklahoma will still have discretion on how to charge those various offenses, so that if the facts support the evidence that it's actually a violent crime, it will be charged as a violent crime. None of that changes under State Question 805.
Steele's group claims 805 would save the state close to $200 million over the span of a decade, money he says could be used to invest in education, treatment, services for crime victims, and mental health resources.
I'm all in favor of rehabilitation. A lot of people are rehabilitatable, but it should be in prison and not at my expense, burglarizing my house and then going to therapy.
A former Oklahoma Governor Frank Keating, speaking on behalf of the group Oklahomans United Against 805.
I don't know what we're doing. This will be the most destructive thing to the state of Oklahoma.
Governor Keating points out even nonviolent crimes can have a big impact on their victims.
Someone who has 6, 8, 10 felony convictions, that person is a threat to my family, a threat to your family. That person should be locked up.
The other big complaint from opponents of 805 is that it would amend the state constitution. That's a permanent change that can't be undone without another state question and statewide vote. Paris Jones, KOCO 5 News.